Think about the objects that you use every day. If I took them all away from you, how would your day go? Material citizenship is really about those tangible objects that you can then measure. So you can say, I know that person is making decisions about their own care because they have these objects which they've chosen and they're enabled to use them. It derives from my PhD, looking at risk enablement in care homes. My idea came from a conversation I had with a woman whose mum had gone into a care home. The daughter would go and see her mum regularly, and she often felt worse for actually going to visit her. It wasn't a pleasant experience. But on this one occasion, she took in a flask. Her mum really enjoyed this. So perhaps it's less about the drinking of the tea and more about, at that moment in time, she can be the host. She can be your mum. I conducted an ethnography, which is you go into care homes, you spend time in there with people, you kind of start to understand the routines. I found that the staff weren't writing down the amazing stuff they were doing because they were saying, well, I just do it. Rather than just looking at a person's medical needs, how did that person live their everyday life before they came in here? What kind of objects did they use in order to carry out certain tasks? What kind of routines and rituals do they do every day that we can help them maintain? So if you're going to give me a different cup, I may not want to drink as much, which will have implications on my physical health. Having those objects and things to do, you start living. But I think it is about that choice and it's about that control. The outcomes have been amazing. Staff feeling valued. They also said that material citizenship gave them a safety net. So, I just enabled that person to feel like a mum because I let her brush my hair and put it up in a ponytail for half an hour because that's what she likes to do. So they could then enable people to do things because they could say, we're working to this framework. So it kind of protected them as well to be able to deliver the care that they wanted to. Big care organisations getting in contact and saying this is something that we want. I mean, that gives me a huge amount of hope and drive in order to keep pushing forward. I have to keep my feet firmly on the ground, that it won't always be received particularly well and that there will be challenges. But overall, I really believe this is something that has legs.